Hey, this is Make It Perfect. I'm Ryan Rado. Behind the camera's Luke Yates. We're at Houston Station here in Nashville, and I'm always up. Like I'm always like, I gotta start off strong, you know what I'm saying? So slow and low, that is the tempo. We're gonna paint here with our friend Kevin Thornton, and I've known Kevin probably 20 years, around there, and we used to be young in here and in here. So we're just gonna paint some stuff, and Kevin is just gonna tell you a very incredible story. So take it away.
Oh, I didn't have a story planned. I just was gonna say, hey, what's up? Thanks for having me on the show. Really happy to be here.
Kevin, you gotta keep on going.
Oh no, are you in auto-tune now?
I am.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. Isn't it sort of addictive?
Shit's recording. This is unreal.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking story, so here I am trying to think of a story with this effect on my voice, and now I don't have a story, so...
Did you ever work at Taco Bell?
No, I've worked in lots of restaurants, but never Taco Bell.
Do you like guacamole?
I do like guacamole, but I'm kind of more of a sour cream fan.
Got it. 7-layer nachos. Remember when those came on the scene?
Let me tell you right now, I'm a huge fan of nachos. Like sometimes even just in my house, if I have nacho ingredients, I'll make nachos in my house. It's one of my favorite dishes.
How do you prepare them? Come on.
Tortilla chips and cheese. There's not really like a recipe. You just put chips and cheese and things in the microwave, and then you eat it. It's kind of a foolproof dish.
Look, y'all gotta try this fucking, we're not telling you because this is Kevin's magic, so.
I'll tell you, do you want to hear the magic? No.
No?
Yeah. It's an app called Veloco. People ask me all the time what it is. It's probably one of my most popular questions on the internet.
Where can we find you on the internet?
I'm in lots of places, but you might know me from TikTok. But I've been, you know, on the web since 1996.
In what form?
I remember the first time I ever got on the web. It was in college, and I walked into the computer lab, and I was like, hey, I think I'd like to surf the internet. And I didn't really know what that meant. And then, like, the computer lab guy took me over to one of those big-ass computers.
Did he show you the way?
And yeah, he basically got me on, like, what was that early thing, like, that web browser called in the 90s?
Was it Skynet?
Something like that.
It was GeoCities.
GeoCities. Yeah, and then I started my Angel Fire website. Is that what it was called? Angel Fire.
Yes, I had one. I can't handle this. I love it. Pink.
Pink, pink. Am I supposed to be painting?
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to do with this on my face.
I'm coming off of this.
All right.
I'm coming off of this.
God, that was great.
Language or link? Can we say
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Not that I'm.
Are you?
My TikTok brand is kind of clean.
It is.
Clean
it
and
is.
wholesome.
It is. Do you want to knock it out here? Do you want to turn it up
Let's
here a little bit? You want to get dirty?
Let's ruin my TikTok.
Oh,
fantasy.
that's a thing that you got to worry about now.
Oh man, TikTok is so strict
Really?
about like no other app. It's kind of it's a little crazy.
Why are they like that?
I don't know. It's like no, like you can't say. Very, very, very.
Rape?
Yeah. Fuck. Like, and it'll happen. It's happened to me a couple times. Like, just out of nowhere, it'll be like community violation. Like, you're like, whoa, shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
strict about particular kinds of stuff too. It's interesting.
So am I. All right. Have at it.
Okay.
Do what you got to do. Just shake them, rump shaker.
All right.
And then you can just put your paints here. And
I'm going to start
riff on
with
that.
this lovely.
Ooh. What is that?
I don't know.
Arctic?
Oh yeah, they're Arctique.
There's a bunch of them. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Arctic.
Are we just squirting it directly on the?
Don't want to get it on the floor as
Nope.
much.
Okay.
Kevron.
But like, yeah, just like bottle to canvas.
Let me see. I wish we had. I wish I
this
was
guy.
prepared more and had a palette. But
No,
I'm just
it's
gonna.
fine. I
I'm
don't
just
care.
gonna knock this bitch out right here.
On the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, yo. Or I'm doing Pank. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not doing Pank. I'm doing Hanky Panky. All right, I'm mixing these motherfuckers up. Cafe Coco, Kevin.
Cafe Coco.
How long did you work at Cafe
I
Coco?
don't want to talk about that place.
Why? I sent you those photos. Gross. Gross.
So
That's
yeah,
funny.
that was one of my. That was my first job in Nashville,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and my longest job in Nashville, as far
Nice.
as jobby jobs go.
Yeah, totes.
It's my goal in life to never have a job again.
Totes, I'm into it.
God,
They suck.
capitalism is a lie.
Well, dude, but it kind of helps us not be like. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
so down on capitalism.
I like capitalism.
I know it has a
when, yeah,
problem.
when people pay me for my art for
Yeah.
like too much money, I'm into that.
Really good, you know? And then you don't have to have a job because capitalism
Yeah.
let you have it. And you're not like,
That's true.
and you know what I mean?
I just survived through a pandemic and like made lots of money, and that's stupid. That's
Why?
cut that part. That was evil. That, what I just said was evil. I didn't intentionally do it.
No, dude,
let's edit
I
this
don't think. I think that's awesome. Like,
No, it's like
you
it,
were able to
I
hang
am
on.
living with an awareness that a
Yep.
lot of things happening in my life would not have happened without the crazy ass history of the last year, and I didn't intentionally do anything. It just happened.
Sure.
And it's probably because of white privilege and all that stuff. But
Well, I mean, you had to put your, I mean, you're going to make your art regardless, right?
yeah,
I mean, you have to, right?
yeah.
So maybe also within the privilege sense, it's like you're not going to not do that, and you found by happenstance a platform that just fucking was like, "Hey, Kevin Thornton, come on in."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so I mean, but all that to say, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't intentionally do anything, and I wouldn't, because I
Got it.
realize I'm super fortunate, because a lot of
Sure.
people did not have the same experience. But
Yeah.
TikTok would not have happened without the pandemic, probably.
Ooh.
Like it's a lot of people went online because it's a super social place.
Kind of the only place we had.
Yeah, so a lot of people took refuge in that place, and I just was in the right place at the right time, I think.
Did you feel like you took refuge in it too? Like as far as like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sure you met a lot of people through this too.
Yeah, it was just like a, especially like early on, when everything closed, and
Oh yeah.
we were all going. At least for me, those first few months were like, I was exhausted and
Yep.
kind of brain dead, and so yeah, it was like a place on your phone where it seemed like there was social interaction. It's fake, but like,
But it'll work for now, damn it.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dude, I was working at Whole Foods during the beginning of it.
Oh.
And so I was, man, that was incredible. And I will say that it really helped me. But I noticed a lot of times people were coming in buying all the toilet paper
oh god,
and buying all the paper towel
yeah,
and all the sanitizer and all the oranges and all the
Yeah.
vitamin C. And so we as a team there were feeling people's panic push into us as we were what do they call those? The essential workers. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Were you an essential worker?
Oh my God. Fuck that term. That is such a mind job. Essential worker. Get out of town.
I remember
Yes,
I
yes,
was
but
I
good
was
Lord.
driving home in like early March, and
Uh-huh.
on the radio they said the first case of coronavirus discovered in Davidson County, and I instinctively
Yep.
pulled into the Kroger parking lot and stocked my kitchen full of groceries. I don't know why.
No,
like,
I did it
like,
too. Yep.
Like as soon as I heard that on the radio.
Yep. It's almost the movie Come Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And weirdly, I noticed that like cat food was disappearing really fast. So I bought like a crazy amount of cat food.
In case you had to eat it too, damn it.
No,
I would have been
like,
doing
like
it.
I immediately pictured this like apocalyptic scene where like we're trapped in my house and we're starving, but also my cats are starving, and that was like a hell I couldn't live through. Like
totally.
like living
just
in a house with,
meowing
like,
at you.
yeah.
Fuck. I can't do nothing for you. What are your cats' names?
Frank,
Got it?
Barbara, and Comet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Frank, Barbara, and Comet!
Yeah.
On the auto-tune.
I'm a big fan of cats.
Man, I admire that because,
You don't like cats?
well, for the longest time I didn't. But I think I didn't like cats because my mom always said she didn't like cats. So I was like, oh, I'll be like my mom, I won't like cats. But I like cats. I used to fuck with cats pretty hard when I was young. Like, meaning, just kind of, I was just rough with cats, you know? And like, and I've told this story before, but I think I wanted to get a reaction out of the cat. And
Is this about to be a cat cruelty story?
It might be a little,
Okay.
but I realized that it was compulsive, and it reached into the neurological stuff that I deal with, like wanting to elicit a response that I could control. So it was a pretty deeper thing that had to do with abuse, but on me too. So I was transferring it, didn't really realize it. With that said, I want to get a cat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they're so cool.
After all that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and just be able to care for a cat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like, I don't know. I'll probably get, who knows, probably get eaten alive by people for that, but I don't really give a shit. It was part of what happened in my life. So it's
Cats
like,
have a bad rap.
yeah, they fucking do.
I don't know why.
And they're shitbags sometimes.
They
but
can
so
be.
are dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's super sweet too.
Do you
Yeah.
have you ever had a cat? Yeah, you had Kitty. What was the name of your cat? Kitty.
Kitty.
She's got 3 legs.
Just, yeah. Of course.
I love it. I love it. But so anyway, man, I got some phlegmage. I like cats. Did you ever see what is it, Snatch? See that movie back in the day?
Oh, with Brad Pitt?
Yeah. Like dogs?
Yeah.
You like dogs? I love
That's,
that.
that's actually the only thing I remember about that movie.
Me too.
Is the, do you like dogs?
Yeah, kind of. Man, I remember going into Cafe Coco.
Is this whole thing gonna be about Cafe Coco?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a common point, damn it. Like,
You know why? You know why I don't want to talk about it is
Tell me.
because so.
Was it hell?
I worked there for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and of course I went through. You know, I was a young, aspiring, wannabe Nashville successful person working at a all-night diner.
Yeah.
And then the guy who owned it, I worked there for like a decade.
Yeah, right, dude.
And then like the guy who owned it kind of flipped out on me and fired me at the end. Over
For what reason?
it was just a bunch of stupid shit.
Got it.
It's the only time in my life I've been fired.
Whoa, how'd that feel?
It was, well, I mean, I still view it as unjust.
Got it.
Clearly, I still don't want to talk about it, and you're making me talk about it.
I'm not making
I know,
I'm
I'm
just
doing it.
asking the questions.
Um,
Can we talk about it?
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
so that's why.
Do we need to go find that guy?
Probably.
All right.
I'm. I don't really. I don't know much about astrology, but I still do that thing. Like every time I read something about Scorpio, I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a Scorpio,
Yeah.
even though I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I don't believe in it at all, but then I read it and I'm like, oh, that's so me.
That's so me to a T. Like every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So basically, I like.
Did he fire you because you were a Scorpio?
No.
Oh, that would have been
but,
tight.
like,
I can't do this anymore. You're a Scorpio.
no.
Can you sue somebody for that?
But I bring it up to say because like a Scorpio thing is that you can't really like you can't let things go, like you hold on to grudges.
That's Cancer too. Jesus Christ.
So I don't hold on to what.
Cancer's that way too.
Oh,
Trust
okay.
me. Go ahead,
Probably
go ahead.
a human. All.
Yeah, there you
it
go.
says that on every zodiac profile. You can't let go of anything.
And subconsciously making us not let things go.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit, really. Yeah. Go ahead.
So.
Oh man.
So that's why.
Why did he fire you? Why did he say it? What's the deal?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Well, so
Okay.
I honestly, I think this is going to lead into the deep part of the
Tight.
of the conversation.
Glad we just got here.
I know.
It was headed here anyway. Go ahead.
So the whole time I worked there was in the early days of like my band trying to make it.
Yes.
He was a huge supporter of my band.
Got it.
We failed.
Fuck.
I
Whoa.
worked there for a decade, and by the end of it, you know, now I'm in my 30s, and I'm like, he was kind of starting to talk to me like, you fucking loser, like.
Oh.
And then when he fired me, it had that kind of like, you're a loser kind of language.
Fucking- That you're a loser language. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not awesome.
You know,
I know what you mean.
the language of the loser. I know it well.
Like fucking I think a Karate Kid and the bully on there, the blonde-haired guy, the bully,
Yes.
whatever the fuck his name was. So he was like expecting. What do you think he was living through you in that?
I don't know.
Got it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What's his name? Let's go.
I don't even think. I think someone else owns Cafe Coco now.
Got it. They're
Is that-
only open till 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like
That's
jerking
stupid.
off.
That's
what
stupid.
that is. Yeah. Why do people do this when something's stupid? Like they.
I don't know, because I really enjoy jerking off. It's not stupid
Same.
at all.
No.
It's how I spend quite a bit of time.
TikTok. Against community guidelines. No jerking off. Even in the privacy of your own home.
I definitely
What are
could
these?
not say that on TikTok.
Well, you're doing a hell of a job, like keeping it. Is it PG?
I made a very conscious decision to do that.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's cool.
and also
Take-
like when
use
you're
some of
doing
that.
stuff in comedy,
Yeah.
it's kind of more challenging to keep it clean.
Oh, I bet. I
You know?
bet. Yes, dude. That man, you make a good point on that.
And because TikTok is so strict about it,
Mm-hmm.
and because people were responding to me, my early comments were so like, "You're so wholesome. I enjoy all this positivity." And yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And so you probably a minute ago, because a friend of mine was like, "This is crazy to read all these comments about how people are saying you're so positive and wholesome because you're the most cynical person I know." And I think that's part of it.
You can tell there's like dude. I mean, I know you, and I mean, What
Yeah.
am I trying to say? We don't know each other in depth, but time will do that. You know, meaning like we've known each other long enough to know how each other are. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So you can tell. I mean, these stories. I relate to these stories because I was in the church. And there is a rage that comes from that is just buried deep in there. And being able to laugh about it and have that stuff still come up and be like, oh, those motherfuckers, I remember that same shit. And
Yeah.
laugh when you're angry even. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good place that's a good place to be a little
Well,
bit. you
also,
know?
I'm not angry anymore.
Cool, yeah, yes.
I mean, and that's, I say this all the time, but
Yeah.
especially with like my church stories. I mean, I'm about to turn 48.
Cool.
And those
Hell
stories
yeah.
were when I was like 18.
Yeah,
So like
totally.
literally 30 years ago.
Right,
You know,
right.
and it's like, they,
Let them pass.
yeah, I mean, those stories are totally fucked up. A lot of them are super dark, but they're so long in my past that it's just like, that was what?
Yeah.
And I remember just like
And why hang on to them?
being like 18 in my car just crying
Oh, fuck.
about Jesus.
Like, about what about Jesus?
I don't know.
Like,
Well,
you,
a lot of
you
it
weren't
was-
going to make the cut.
A lot of it was about my sexuality conflict stuff, of
Got
course.
it.
But,
Got it. Whew.
But it was just like, you know, there was this era in my church about we were like thinking about if speaking in tongues was like a real thing or not.
Yeah.
You know, and like I remember like having this moment of being in my church. I mean, I've got a performer thing in me that gets off on that brave moment of like stepping out of the pack and being the first.
Yeah, dude.
So I was the first to speak in tongues. And I mean, and in the moment it was like, oh my God, it's happening.
Yes.
But really it was just that thing in me that needs to be like, I'm different than all of you. I'm
Yep.
about to step forward and speak in tongues.
Yep. Yep.
And everyone was like,
Yep.
hallelujah. You know, so I'm
Yep.
like at home, like crying, I spoke in tongues. But really it was just like
Performance even.
it was an emotional,
Yes.
like everyone reveres me now. Because I
love that. I love that because
You know what I
is
mean?
raw. Yes, dude.
Yeah.
I know dude. I've experienced some of that too. That's real cool, man.
Yeah.
That is so good to hear, man. Oh, because I think a lot of it is that, and for someone to actually admit it and realize it,
Yeah.
right, that is righteous to me.
Well, I can only
I swear
admit
to
that
God.
30 years later.
Sick!
You know,
Hell
like,
yeah,
you know what I
right,
mean? Because
right.
that's so embarrassing.
And like you're
Just-
blaspheming the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, but even just to like say those words out loud, even now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Oh.
Like, you know,
Oh,
like,
it's like so cathartic to feel that. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
just said the bottom of the whole
Yeah.
truth, you know? Go ahead,
but
man.
so, I mean,
That's
just so much
good.
of that whole
That was cool.
experience is like, I don't know.
It's comedic. You were going to say it.
Yeah.
It totally is comedic, dude.
Yeah, because it's so
we were
embarrassing
so
and so
about it.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Man. That's
I'm
really
about to
cool.
break out. Oh, I thought that was black, but it's
Oh,
raw
we got black
umber.
around here. We have a bunch over here too.
Okay.
Let me see. You okay, Luke?
Well, this can. I don't know what raw umber is. Is it blackish?
It's a dark brown. It's a
Okay,
dark
I'm
brown.
into it.
That might be kind of cool. Let me see. We have a black.
Is this for my refreshment?
Yeah. Purely for your refreshment. What?
Oh, it's like a dead, lifeless brown.
Did she not? Amanda! There it is. Never mind. There's oxide black. I was about to
Okay.
yell at Amanda at Jerry's Artorama in East Nashville. They have what you need for your art supplies. You see that? Amanda's over there. She rules. We use this Lucas acrylic, and it's pretty good. Has a ketchup consistency. The pigment load is pretty cool.
You said load.
I did say load. You were talking about jerking off. Wait, this is a Jerry's ad.
Do you like jerk it off?
At Jerry's?
Do you like?
I don't think I ever have at Jerry's. I don't think. Nice. See, look at this, dude. I didn't shake it well enough. I mean, it looks cool, but
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not super
Great.
good at multitasking.
that sounds good.
Like, I feel like if I.
Well, you're off the show.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm doing either. These are like the colors, the fleshy colors that I just love so much. Kevin, I remember
Yes.
when we went, I went with you guys, I think in the same car to Covington, Kentucky for you guys to play a Thornton show.
I think it was Louisville, Kentucky.
Was
and
it?
it was a club
Gentlemen-
called Uncle Pleasant.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Man, I felt like I was on top of the goddamn world.
You did?
Hell yeah.
Why?
I was going with the coolest motherfuckers in town to their show. I thought you guys were cool.
Is that real?
Maybe you weren't cool.
Okay. What do I want? I want.
Now I just knew it was like, hey, if y'all don't know this, Kevin was in a band, his band called Thornton.
Oh shit.
Back in like 2000, early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
And what was the name of that record?
Had a Sword.
Had a Sword. God doggy. It's on Bandcamp. Go listen to it.
It is on Bandcamp.
I'm about to do it after this. And then paint my heart out
Oh great.
at home. Oh man. Where are you living, Kevin?
I live in a
Double wide?
double wide. I live in a suburb far west of Nashville.
Cool.
Um,
Got your TikTok people.
I don't want to
coming
give my location because I had a woman hunt down my cell phone number and call it.
What, recently?
Yeah.
From TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Did you talk to her?
Hell no.
Damn!
I didn't even answer, but she left a message, and the whole time she was like, "Hey, so I'm not weird. Don't think I'm weird. Like, I just wanted to call and let you know. Now, don't think I'm weird, but I hunted down your number."
Hunted.
I'm like, yeah. She was like, I did a lot of research and I found your number, and I just wanted to call. Like, what did she think was going to happen if I answered the phone? You know, like, it gives me anxiety.
You would have your auto-tune on?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it really is him. Looking ridiculous.
Like, it just gives me anxiety imagining like calling someone that I was a fan of on the internet and just be like, I'm gonna call. Like, hey, like, I don't know, like,
Kevin, I feel like that's me. Like when you say that, I feel I'm hearing
You would
me
call?
in here. Yeah, goddamn it.
would you really?
I think so, man.
Oh shit.
If you got somebody,
Yeah, why the fuck
just
not?
call them up.
Yeah,
Would you really?
I would, Kevin. Like,
would
well,
not.
not now. Not okay. Let me back up. When I was younger, absolutely, I would have called because that's funny and exciting and scary, and who cares? And I don't give a fuck about them because me hunting down their numbers clearly about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
But the thing is like, I love the "don't think I'm weird" shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like she was saying the part out loud that she knew was real.
just so you couldn't even entertain the
Yeah.
idea that she's fucking possibly weird. Oh, that's really good. Was her name Misty?
Yeah, probably. I don't remember.
Did she have the country
I don't want to
accent?
name shame here.
Okay,
right?
cool.
I might have fans
Name
named
shame?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Are you gonna get locked into like being like nervous to live your life the way that you want because of the fans?
I hope not.
Okay.
I'm a super private person, and I'm a very reserved person in
Yeah.
real life. I don't like when I'm just like walking through the grocery store. I'm not.
People
well, who
hit you.
is?
People hit you up. The
Yeah.
grocery store?
Yes.
Hell yes. Nice.
It first happened a long time ago. I mean, this whole like thing is only like 4 months old. I'm creating this like meat-colored painting.
Like some ribs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna
great.
switch directions.
Why do you think you're doing it? Let's talk about that for a minute. Like what's the feeling?
I'm
you
just
have
keeping
right
my
now?
hands busy.
Cool.
Like while we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's real subconscious, but these are not colors I would normally
you have a
choose.
knife?
I have a knife. I'm creating this like bloody. It's gross. This whole thing is gross.
Keep rolling.
Let's switch it up. I'm trying to not be messy.
Hey, Kevin, look, man.
What?
You already have. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Oh yeah. We should get. I need to get some. Okay.
don't say that anymore, Ryan. This is the load I was referring to.
know.
God. Kevin. What's your mom's name? Never mind. Misty. No, I'm
That's why you had a sore spot. My mom's name is Misty.
Allow me to wipe up the paint. I'm like I'm not freaked out about it, but they don't know I'm in here.
Right.
And I'm doing this
So-
I'm doing this more for the camera. They don't
Okay.
know I'm in
Yeah.
here, so we're like fucking rogue.
It's
You
real
know what I mean?
dangerous what we're doing.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
really.
We're risk takers. Anyway.
We're just set up forever. Just
Yeah, we just
see what happens.
I'd love to do it down on Broadway.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
I mean, there's some railroad tracks like that. We can set up on those.
On them.
That'd be a real.
Hell yeah, train calls, man. Get eaten up that train. You were saying something, Kevin.
What was I
and
saying? I don't remember.
I rudely interrupted you. What were we talking about, Luke?
Oh,
Introvert.
shit.
You're a reserved person. When people come, grocery store.
So the first time it happened,
Yeah.
It being.
that someone recognized me at the grocery store. It was actually pretty early on. It's from TikTok.
What's TikTok?
TikTok.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
It actually wasn't the grocery store. It was a Starbucks.
Wait, which one?
I'm just making this up.
I love Starbucks. It's the same fucking thing. What Starbucks were you at?
It was a Starbucks. I don't know, somewhere like on West End. I just made that.
There's
up
only
too.
one. Okay.
Jesus,
Kevin.
And
This needs to be in the auto tune.
I walked in, and all the baristas were like,
Oh my god.
"Oh my God, it's your TikTok!" And
Free coffee?
no,
Fuck that.
I know. And it took me off guard because I thought at that point I only had like 250,000 followers. You know,
Ain't
I
shit.
mean, nothing. You know, like nothing. Totally.
The grin. Oh, that's fucking.
And I thought like people wouldn't recognize you until you had like 5 million followers. or
Okay.
something.
But they on it.
But that happened.
Cool.
And I went to my car, and then actually, and that same day I did get recognized at the grocery store.
Cool.
And so I had this moment where I was like, if I stop making TikToks right now, this will go away. Like I could stop this.
Were you thinking about stopping it at that point?
Yes.
I love that.
Because
I love that.
because I wasn't prepared that I'd walk into a Starbucks and people would be like, "Hey."
God damn.
And you
it's
know, and like
it's intrusive. It
Yeah.
feels. No,
And-
I love it.
yeah, it's both.
Hell yeah.
And but I just had I don't know, I just had like a feeling that it was going to blow up. Like I felt it. I don't know why. And I've been working on art my whole life, and
No.
not this.
I know.
art,
I know
but
what you
like-
mean. Yep.
This is not what I meant when I said art. I've been working on it my whole life,
Yep.
and I've never quite gotten the audience I wanted. And I saw the glimmer of it. Here's the possibility, and so I made a conscious decision to take it.
Righteous.
You know, and
Yep. What's the audience that you wanted? Just the general audience?
I don't even know if I mean, this whole thing is it's so new.
Yep.
I don't know if I totally know. I just felt that like lots of eyeballs were looking at me in a way they never have before.
Yep.
And I mean, so honestly, I had sort of like, sorry, I just touched my microphone. I had sort of let go, like almost 10 years ago, that sort of career was ever going to happen.
Okay. Okay.
I made
I get that.
I made a switch to working on like film and photography.
Yep.
I have a photography studio in Nashville, and I just sort of shifted my focus on something that felt more manageable.
Got it.
And that wasn't like holding the happiness of my life over the edge of a cliff.
Right.
You
Like
know?
that longing, constant
Yeah.
longing.
I'm feeling this way more now.
Cool. Love it.
Really transformed it.
Yeah.
Boom. What is this about?
And so I'd really made peace of like, oh, that thing that I thought I wanted when I was younger is not going to happen. And that's okay. And actually, the last decade of my life has been the happiest decade of my life so far, without all that shit.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I
do.
say all this shit?
Yes.
Maybe the audience at home doesn't know.
It's like a constant striving for people to recognize, pay, and admire.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from for me.
No, me too. And when I think like when I was
Can't believe it.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. I got it. I got Windex, dude. Go ahead. Keep talking.
When you're young, you don't want to say that shit out loud
Yep.
because it sounds pathetic or desperate or something. And it's not really. It's just like if you're an artist and you're working so hard, like part of it working is people going, I will buy that. I love
Yes.
that. Or, you know,
Yes.
like if
Now-
nobody's doing that, then it's like,
Yes. Like, why am I doing this?
yeah.
Yep.
And so, so I had I had truthfully let go.
Cool.
Honestly.
I believe you. I
And
really
like,
do.
I was living my life. I mean, I'm still living my life.
Yep.
But like, I wasn't living my life in this anticipation of like, oh, shit's about to break open. No,
Right.
it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm,
The push-pull.
yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm making my films. I'm doing some photography. I'm enjoying myself.
It's like you were being fulfilled with the efforts that you were putting forth and seeing like the lamely the fruit of your labor
Yeah.
without this whole expectation around it.
Yes.
That's fucking
totally.
great. That's great. What a free place to be.
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
cool.
actually, and I hate to do the whole like, when you stop looking,
It's
that's
the
when
truth.
it happens.
It's like the truth, though.
Because
you
that's
know?
like a cliche we hear our whole lives.
Yeah.
And
It's coming out of a place of lack.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
once that is fulfilled, the lack is gone. And I'm not saying it's
That's
gone.
true.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's gone because that glimmer is always there. But when the need goes away, it's almost like it comes to you. Like you're ready for it or something.
yeah, well, I mean, so for some artists, success comes when you're young.
Yeah.
That does happen to some people.
Yep.
For
I get
me,
jealous as fuck of it.
yeah, when it does happen, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah,
I totally.
you piece of shit.
It's annoying to watch. It's super irritating when it happens.
Right, especially when it's a dumb motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And that's hilarious. It is annoying when it happens. And for me, it didn't happen when I was young. And then like years start to go by, and whether you like it or not, it starts to create this like dark life panic in your gut of like, fuck. It's everything I feared is about to happen. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting my life. And for me, I was doing this like, I'm going to become this like 40-year-old. If 40 was like the age.
Understood.
I'm going to be 40 years old with nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's just that fear that kind of like starts creeping inside. And I weirdly created it. Like I became the 40-year-old man I absolutely feared I would
Yes.
become. When I was
We talked about this very thing on the last episode.
Oh, we did.
That we did.
Okay.
Dude, keep going.
Oh well, that's
I love it.
That's because I'm a broken record.
But these are truths
Yeah,
and funny.
yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you mean. Hell yeah.
Well, it's different. Well, you know, it's shaded differently now.
Yeah, for
It's the
sure.
same story, but I'm in a different place now because, like, I did. So when I was 40, I was literally, not for very long, but I was literally living out of my car.
Oh.
A shitty car.
Wait.
A 1997 Beretta. Do you even know what that is?
Yes.
Do you even know what that is? Yeah.
Get in, Darla.
Yeah.
You know, like, get in.
Yeah.
We're going to the mall.
Like, it barely worked. I had no money. It was just like, it didn't, I mean, it was.
What were you doing? Like, what was going on in your life at that time?
So I had been touring as like a stand-up comedian.
That's right.
I was doing a lot of theater festivals and comedy festivals, and I had success. It was working on a small scale, but like, it was still like barely I barely had enough money to get to the next place.
Oh man, yeah.
It was working, but like,
That's hard.
it was hard.
Consistently, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, it was right before my 40th birthday, and a couple things happened where there was an opportunity for me to kind of get off that runaway train.
Listening, yep.
And so I took it, but it put me in a super poor place for like a year.
Here in town.
Here in town.
Got it.
I came back to Nashville. I was like couch surfing,
Sure.
but like everything I owned was in the trunk of my car, and like,
Are you a stuff person?
no.
Neither am I.
No.
I totally get that, man. Never
Not at
have
all.
been. Well, when I was 13, I was, but yeah.
Um,
So you were living out of the Beretta,
yeah.
and how long were you living out of the Beretta?
Not long. And I mean, I say it I don't want to
But
make
it's
it,
still a thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
still
don't.
a thing.
I don't want to make it sound worse than it was because
Sure.
I have a lot of friends here.
yep.
So I was never like starving or
Totally.
anything. You know what I mean? I was like doing a lot of couch surfing.
And doing that just feels transient, and have I would
Yes.
imagine, even if it's your car, being in your own place is just better sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even have like my own apartment, and it was just it was exhausting.
Sure, believe it.
I don't know where all that was going.
We were talking about how it's your perception of that time has changed now.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, all that to say, like, I think I had to go through this like reckoning
Yes.
of the dreams of my youth dying.
Oh, it's so good.
Like embracing a human existence that, and like for everyone, it's not what you expect. You build up these things that you think you want, and then time goes by and you realize that's not what you want. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
for every person. It's
it's
some
like fantastical.
yeah, it's some version of that.
Yep.
And I honestly, I feel like I completed that journey
Yeah.
of like, I went through it, my dreams died, I'm okay, I'm happier, here I am,
Yep.
life is cooler. You know, when you're 20, you don't perceive of life past 40.
Right.
And I don't even really now remember much before 40.
Yeah. Copy that.
It's
That's
like,
really good.
I'm alive now, actually. I don't know if I was then.
Yeah.
You know, and
Like you evolved past.
yeah. So and so even if I said all this on the first time we taped
It's
this,
great. No, I love it.
like,
I'm glad we're getting back into it.
it was all true then. The unexpected part now is, well, and I'm a super nostalgic person. I love thinking about like people's life journey and like the crazy things that happen. I think about it all the time. So I'm like on hyperdrive on this right now.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm probably annoying because I can't shut up about thinking about like, oh God, life
Olive
is
Garden.
yeah,
Yeah.
like life is so crazy. I can't
It
believe
is.
it.
It just fucking is.
But that's all that to say, like the different place I'm in now is I feel like I completed that journey, accepted it, became okay with it, and then unexpectedly this like midlife curveball happens. And it's still, I mean, it just started, so I don't want to
Sure.
I don't want to talk it up too much.
Understood.
Because
And it's exciting as fuck.
6 months from now it could be back to like
See, dude, and that is to me, that is proof of that evolution, being able to say that. In 6 months could be over.
yeah.
Because that's like A, it's a reality. It could be. B, you still have you, and you're cool with you.
Yeah.
And when we were younger, we weren't really cool with us. We always wanted to put this persona on ourselves to feel better about ourselves. I did, at least.
Yeah.
And so it's like what I hear you're talking about is just like a sacrificial story of the fantasy that you had for yourself that you created. Dude, Kevin, it's bitching to hear.
Yeah.
It really is. It's so strong. It's so strong. So cool.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, that's how
Hell
I
yeah.
feel.
I love it. It's like you get to the place where that need is kind of satiated by the wholeness of self. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And that will evolve as we go anyway. Real cool. And you were afforded the opportunity to go through that. Like that's beautiful, and you accepted it and realized it. God, that's power, man.
There's a different thing in the air for me right now, and I still don't know what it is.
Let's talk about it. What do you think it is?
Because so like I get on social media stuff. I get lots of
Those in there.
messages,
Yeah.
comments.
Yep.
And do I have paint on my face?
I don't know. I can't really see. You look good if you do. Go ahead. No, you don't. Hello. One time. I was looking at you because you're beautiful. Okay.
Oh,
Just leave me alone.
thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead.
It's very important to me. I'm very vain.
See, this is the best shit because it's the true shit. It's like,
Wait, it's not that true. Jesus.
but it's. Damn it! You're the asshole now, right?
What was I saying?
I
I feel like I'm talking a lot.
It's cloudy right now what this time in your life means to you, and I was like,
Oh.
let's hear about.
So
what that
well, no,
means.
because I'm getting a lot of comments
That's right.
that are so positive, and people who are like just genuinely want to let me know that how much I've made them laugh during this
Yes.
kind of dark period of life or whatever, and that means a lot to me. There's been some moments where I'm like, why now? Like I feel like I'm not doing anything that different, but suddenly now people are like, thank you, we love you, and I'm like, God, I mean that's nice to hear. I would have jizzed immediately a decade ago if like that many people were like, we love you.
Yep.
And today I'm like, it's like I'm thankful, but why now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think a lot of it is timing of the world. You know, just like, and TikTok, like I said this at the beginning, like people are starving for kindness.
Yeah, it's true.
People are starving for connection, you know, and I think the TikTok app gives a little bit of an illusion of human connection.
That's good.
And just for whatever reason, my vibe works.
Kevin, it's authentic
for
man.
people.
It's like, it's authentic, and it's like, and even though you may feel and this is my projection, man, and if I'm wrong, please tell me. Like it's authentic, and you're talking about super relatable things. There is a little mischief involved in it.
Yeah.
And even people that have anger about it can connect to that little bit of mischief because it's youthful, and it's like it's from when we were younger, and we didn't have all the burdens on us at that point.
Yeah,
but dude,
true.
I'm telling you, it's authentic, and now maybe you're equipped to handle this now.
I would
Going
agree
through
with that.
that period of 10 years,
Yeah.
you equipped yourself to handle this now. That's fucking radical.
I feel that.
Hell yeah. I mean, clearly, because all the things you're saying, the reasonable things you're talking about, like it could be over in 6 months, or, you know, and I brought this up, but I'm not really a stuff person. And like I remember you, I don't want to put words in your mouth, like you agreed, you said that you're not a stuff person either. Like, why did I focus on that?
I don't know. Let's get back to Cafe Coco.
Yeah, Kevin Coco.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, stuff. You know, I worked at that record place that he had for a minute.
I don't even know about that.
It was across the street. It was a shitty record store.
What?
Yeah, you know.
How long ago was this?
Dude, that was 2002.
Oh,
something.
okay. Oh my God. There was like that strip of like.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. The white building.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit. Can I tell a really neat story real quick?
No.
Okay. Tell a shitty one. One time, I was Grimey's second employee ever.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, Grimey's. Yeah. Mike, you know that's true, dude. Mike's over like, yeah, I don't give a shit. But like at that time, you know, it was over in Berry Hill, and you know, he paid me in CDs.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, fuck this. So I started taking CDs because I wasn't getting paid, man.
Yeah. You deserved it. You deserved those CDs.
I deserve those CDs. What was I going to do with them? Don't know.
Yeah.
Other than take back Christian CDs back to the Christian bookstore and get full price for them. That was tight. Yeah. They caught on after about 6 months. But I was like, what are you talking about? And then Christina, she went with me one time. I don't know how old we were. I mean, it was with Ben Chris too. You remember him?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So Ben taught me to do it. Preacher's kid, man.
Oh, yeah. Was it in like some kind of Christian band?
Yeah. Ben rules, man. He rules. He's one of my best friends.
That story would be a great story to tell. Vote-coded.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
That leads me to a good question, if you don't mind.
Oh, hit it. Yeah, talk about that, Luke. Go ahead.
What's it like? How do you come up with stories to tell on TikTok?
Yeah, that's good.
And
Yeah.
like, is it the kind of thing where it's like one will just hit you and you just know, oh man, that's gonna be such a good story, or like, what's it like when they come up for you?
Awesome.
Thus far, it has been. Why did I say thus far? Like
It sounds
like
really good.
It's like we're at a college
Hell
lecture. Thus far, my vocoded TikTok stories have a thesis of
Hey, chill out, okay?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's all been pretty spontaneous, and there's a bit of a, when you become a TikTok creator, there's definitely pressure to continually create
I bet.
and like have a new video every day, or 2 videos or 3 videos every day. And so a lot of like the subject matter and the material is stuff I've been talking about on stage for years in my shows.
Got it.
So so a little bit of that has been the comedy of it has been rehearsed.
Cool.
Because I know it really well. That's a lot of the stuff I talked about in my one-man shows and my stand-up. But I'm in a place where I've told a lot of it.
Cool.
It's like that's the main thing people know me from is that auto-tune thing, and it's just like, I've been making those. I've probably made 100 of those in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely in a place where I'm like, how long can I keep doing this? Because
it'll get so annoying to you. I would wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean.
no,
It gets
yes.
to the point of like, is this all I am?
Yeah.
Look, Kevin Thornton.
I'm sorry.
God,
This was a bad idea.
that's beautiful. That's fucking Superman shit. Can you get that? Okay, let's wipe it out. That's good, man.
That little droplet.
Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, here we go. There's a little bit of blood left.
I mean,
That's good. It's fine.
I'm the worst.
Painting you've been working on for a good little while here. Ryan loves your drip.
I'm the worst. Yeah.
Ah. Thanks, Luke. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm creating this like 1967 abstract painting of like Disney World.
Cool.
Where it's like, welcome to Magic Mountain. Here, like, you know what I mean? Like,
We hope you shit your pants. Yeah, that's all. Oh no. Say, what were you going to say?
No,
Tell me about Magic
something about it looks like one of like this abstract like, welcome to Walt Disney World. I don't know.
I can dig it.
Magic Castle.
Yeah, that's what I.
Very cool. Oh yeah! The one where they hid the dildo in it. Did you ever hear that on the VHS
Yeah.
cover? Everything is sexual.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so because you feel like you're not like running out of content, but maybe a little bit or something like that, you feel like
Changing up the delivery even.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've already started experimenting with other things.
Cool.
But I definitely hit like a moment because I went from, I mean, I gained, not that it's about this, but I gained like 500,000 followers in like 2 weeks.
Sick.
And during like the bulk of that was 4 or 5 of those auto-tune stories just really hit the right spot.
What was the biggest? The biggest one.
The biggest one is Tammy the Face Ghost.
That's right. Lurking around in that month.
Yeah, which honestly, that one surprised me because I almost didn't post that one because
Nice.
I thought it was so kind of dumb and weird. It wasn't the Christian stories. It wasn't embarrassing teenage stories. It was just like a weird
Ghost story.
that doesn't even really make any sense. But that's I mean that has almost 10 million views now.
God, man. I'm having a good time right now painting.
Yeah, this is quite enjoyable.
Good. I'm glad you're having a good time.
I'm enjoying myself.
Very, very good.
These moments are rare post pandemic.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Is social interaction weird for you?
Always has been.
Oh.
But I talk a lot about being in group therapy because I started that a couple years ago. It's the best thing I've ever done. One of the best things I've ever done in my life. And it's kind of been able to show myself to myself when I'm in social interactions. So it's like, I've always thought that I was a social person, and I am at times, but I think I realized how much of an introvert I am too, man. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I work alone. I'm alone a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And and I think that gift of being alone so much helped me go through a similar thing that you were mentioning over the past 10 years about being okay with me. And that sounds so after school special, but it's like, I mean, what else do you have? You know, that's great, Kevin. The structure in that is killer, man.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa. Nicely done. And I remember you were doing it on the last iteration of this, like you had these hard lines going on the ribs.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Oh.
Very good. Very
Thanks.
good. Yep. But and I've had to do a lot of quote unquote deprogramming of how I used to view myself. And a lot of that was, I always looked at myself as the problem, or the reason things aren't working out, or or Ryan, you're way too intense. But I realized that the more that I don't accept those parts of myself, the more unconscious they get, and they just start happening without me even knowing it. So it's like all the stuff that we all try to ignore in our personalities. The more we try to just shove them down and ignore them, obviously the harder they get to see. And it's like we don't want to see those things in ourselves. But I've found that the way to integrate them and be conscious of how you are in the world seems to be that self-reflective process that it seems like you went through over 10 years, man. And like, if someone is afforded that time and they can actually start looking at themselves and how they are and being reasonable about all these expectations, and that you said you created these things, to say those things, that is true self-reflection. And then that's what brings that evolution to getting to the next part of this existence and being. It's unreal, man. So I'm happy for that too. And I'm not saying it's been easy, and I'm sure going through that for you wasn't as easy either, you know? So
I've also
maybe
found that,
answers
like,
your question.
like the way you're talking, and like everything starts to sound, because I mean, you didn't do this, but like a lot of times when people start talking about like these like discovery things, we're like, oh, whatever, you know, it's like, I sound like a self-help book, or like, because things that are so true.
That came out of my butt. That was a fort. Anyway.
When things are like so universally true, they almost kind of start to sound like, whatever, man.
Right.
But they're so true that like, it's hard, it's almost like difficult to start saying them out loud.
Because they're cheesy.
Yes. And it's like they become cheesy and cliche because they're so like universally true.
It's like, oh, that's easy, we'll do it.
Yeah. It's like you can't avoid it because it's so cheesy and so true that it's like it or not, it's coming for you.
Yeah. Should you choose to accept it.
Yeah.
Like, it's axiomatic. Like, it's like trying to describe the color red to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do it, you just know it. And if you're able to see it when it's coming, man, that's a gift, man. That is a gift. And dude, all of the, and opening yourself up to cheesiness is being okay with the tenderness and the part of you that desires intimacy. If you can open yourself up to cheesiness, then you can experience intimacy.
Yeah, actually, there's like there's a youthful resistance to the cheese.
Yeah,
because you're different, man. You are not that. You are different.
Yes.
You're not susceptible to the cheese, but you are.
Yeah, you're just like every other motherfucker.
You are the same.
Yeah. Oh man, that's really good. That is good to realize. Because it's that egoic search for uniqueness that just keeps us fucking on the hard grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about like the self-shaming grind, I guess. But I don't know. I'm into some cheesiness, man.
Me too.
You know?
Listen to us.
Yeah, hit it. Oh, I thought you were about to say you listen to some band or something.
No.
You say listen to
No,
us.
listen to us.
Yeah, hell yeah, listen to us.
Listen.
Listen to us.
What if on that trip to Louisville, Kentucky,
Oh, hell
15 years ago,
Yeah, hit it.
we somehow had like a time travel recording of this conversation, and we were listening to it on the way?
What would we do?
We would
This is bullshit.
We'd be pissed.
Yeah,
Like-
no shit. I'm not like that. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, God. I sound fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You ever had thoughts of suicide?
I don't.
Have you ever?
I never have.
I haven't either, and
I mean,
can't believe it.
I understand why people would,
Same here. Same here, man.
but I just don't. And
Same. It blows my mind that I don't.
yeah, I get that.
You know?
And sometimes I have this dark game where I'm like, what would it take for me to cross that?
What would it take? What do you think?
I don't know. I think I would have, if I were like in a lot of pain.
Physical pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was
Understood.
like, and I knew that like it was not possible to fix it or something.
Sure.
But even then, I don't know. It would have to be a place where I'm like, this will never. No, I don't want to start talking like that.
No, come on.
I don't want to like empower people who are like
But hey,
already struggling with it.
But hey, look, I respect that you may not want to speak about that. It is a reality, you know?
Yeah.
And speaking about it doesn't mean do it.
That's true.
It's just
Yeah.
hey, this is a really dark thing that could come for anybody, and I'm happy that I'm still waking up every day
Yeah.
and still progressing, you know? But I would love to hear you talk about it. If you don't, I understand that too.
No, I mean, I think like
Mhm.
I would have to. That's really it. I think if I had like some kind of like physical thing that was just unbearable, and like the doctor was like, "This will never improve," I'd probably start being like, "Well, is this worth continuing?"
How can I figure this out? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think the physical pain thing is a big. I think even
Yep.
statistically, like
Is it?
a large percentage of people have like chronic back pain or chronic, like, I think that you're not off at all.
Yeah.
I think, I wonder, well, I know that, and the emotional pain that comes along with that is grave as well, you know? And it's like, in distinguishing the two sometimes gets damn near impossible, it seems, you know? Do you have physical pain every day, Kevin?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Mm-mm.
Wow.
My
I do, man.
body is pretty lucky.
I love that.
Pretty lucky body.
You know what? You know what?
Parents.
When people say, "I love that for you," fuck you. Fuck you.
So here's
love that
here's an
for
embarrassing,
you.
grotesque story about myself. Is up until recently, I had not gone to a dentist in 25 years.
Ghostface Killa,
Ghostface killer.
Tammy.
And I've always had pretty naturally perfect teeth.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Dashing. No. It's just I was never in any pain, and I've been a poor artist my whole life, so
Yep.
I just never went to the dentist.
Got it.
But I had one cavity
One.
that I let go. I didn't realize. Let it go. And that's the tooth I had pulled. This is the birth of Tammy the face ghost.
Nice.
But the dentist was like, for a man your age who has taken no dental care, your teeth are in remarkably good shape. And I had no
Were
other
you just
cavities.
like,
Yeah. Although I will say,
I know.
I didn't realize how yellow my teeth had gotten
I get that, man.
until they cleaned my teeth, and I was like, oh,
Do you do white strips or anything like that?
no, this is just.
Man, you good. Hell yeah. I need to learn.
Do
Anyway, go
you,
ahead.
do you hate these circles
No.
I've created?
Yeah, get rid of them. Damn it. Find a way.
What would really piss you off about?
Just you being a broken record, man. Oh my God.
What if I started making little hearts, little pink
Yeah,
hearts?
I would love that.
little
Pink
pink
ones?
hearts?
Yeah, where's the pink?
How about this fleshy color?
Well, that's racist apparently now.
Oh.
So I would not use it, or you're canceled. Anyway, here's pink.
Okay.
That pink's the new orange.
Okay, that's what I've heard.
So you have.
No.
Fuck. It's catching on.
All right.
Hey, wait, what, Kevin? What were you saying
I don't know.
again?
Let's just destroy this painting with pink hearts. What else?
Two of hearts. Who is that?
Two hearts will be as
Yeah.
one. I'm gay. Don't test my pop
You're
knowledge.
gay?
I
didn't know that.
That is Stacy Q.
Stacey, dude, no.
It is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
Two of hearts.
You know who I loved back in the day?
Who?
Well, first, fucking Tiffany. I wanted to be the guy she was singing about in the mall.
Oh, no shit.
Bad.
I met her.
What? Recently?
So.
Did you go to the mall?
No, this is a couple years ago.
She's still so hot.
I don't know. They did this gay country concert called the Concert for Love and Acceptance here in Nashville.
You did country music, Indiana Queen.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I was there to promote my own gay country music project, and I handed her a postcard
Of the guitar?
of no, this
Okay.
is earlier than that,
Got
of
it.
just a band from my band.
Got it.
And then I realized, oh, that's Tiffany.
And that was it?
Yeah, that was it. I guess we didn't really meet.
Shitty story.
Yeah.
That one wouldn't make it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Tell that story where you handed Tiffany a piece of paper.
Yeah. And then she hunted down your number in 2021. That was Tiffany, dude. Damn it. Could have made all my dreams go true. Oh, look at that.
What?
I love that. I'll be loving that. I loved her and Samantha Fox, dude.
Oh yeah.
Whew, man, I thought she was something. How old was I? Probably old enough to really make it count when I was alone. Are you alerting to masturbation? No. Where did that come from? Jesus.
I think this also needs
Editing.
upside down crosses
Sick ass. Hell yeah.
in this teal color.
Please do.
Okay.
Actually, we
And-
have to censor that.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing. Oh, God. You know, I was thinking along the lines of super fundamentalist Christian church. Like I was, the Bible is brutal.
Yeah.
But the thing that is scrubbed out of evangelicalism is anger and sexuality. And it's like, you don't talk about those things, so you shove them aside like they don't exist. And if they do, they're bad. And then what happens to things that go under the rug? They get fucking bigger. And then when things happen, and they're like, well, we just don't know why he chose to do those actions. Yeah, understood. But maybe, oh, dude, this is what I was thinking. Let me cut all that.
Okay. I didn't know where you were headed with any of that.
I'm just, I feel bad for folks that, I'm projecting straight up. Like, there wasn't a place to talk about anger and sexuality in the church.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And those are, I've said it before.
Then that's like half of your human existence.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
the two hardest things for the human psyche to integrate. With that said,
Yeah.
I wish, and this is sketchy, but I wish that churches would bring, would bring in even a Christian psychologist to help people understand their polarizing emotions in the church. And then maybe it would be a little like more authentic and real to exist in that fanatical space. Like it might even out the tumultuous polarization of political things and emotions in the church. And then people might not have to repress themselves so much to where they could have a fuller existence in the church. Because if they taught people how to navigate those things, man, it would be a better place to be in that motherfucker.
For sure.
You know, 666.
But it's the opposite of that.
Yes. And maybe that is a control thing, or it's a fear thing. Like if you teach people how to understand themselves outside of externalizing God, you don't have them anymore.
Well,
They're not codependent.
Yeah, and there's, at least in my small town, early 90s version
Yep.
of this, is the thing that my sort of, the thing that my personal struggle revealed to me
Yep.
is that, at least in my little community, a lot of it was based on self-loathing.
That's good. Yes,
You know,
dude. Yes.
and even
Oh,
a lot of the power of it was,
Yes.
even if we're not even talking about sexuality stuff, it's just like there was this like
I'm the worst.
I'm a wretch, and the only reason only Christians know the word wretch.
Yeah, right.
You know, like that's not a word anyone in the world uses.
It felt so invigorating to look at yourself as a wretch.
Yeah.
It's an amazing grace.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's some power in self-loathing.
Yes.
You
It's
know?
also narcissistic.
Yeah,
It really is.
that's true.
You know, it's number one, yeah, we're a wretch. Fine, sounds good. There's a lot more than that, than being a wretch. Like, I mean, the Nietzschean stuff is that man cannot create his own value, his, canceled.
Yeah.
God, why I'm so worried about that shit. It's so stupid. But, like, man is so selfish that we cannot create our own value structure. So I think that's pretty keen, and there are people that argue that, and I totally understand why. But that's why we need these value structures. But so the wretch thing, yeah, okay, that's maybe a cardinal thing of existence and being in general. But it's like, yo, let's get out of that.
Yeah.
Maybe part of you is a fucking wretch. Don't stay there, man. You don't have to. You don't have to, and you can fix it. You can change that. Self-help cheesiness.
You've inspired me to put a dick in my painting.
I don't even. Yeah, I see it. Can I color the balls in?
Yeah.
Blue.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Thanks. Blue valves. I remember a long time ago when I was in high school, I got my first car. It was a bright yellow '81 four-door Chevette tank, and
Yeah, it's good.
hang on.
It's like nice shape.
Thanks. Some bulbous balls.
Yeah. This person needs to go to the doctor.
Or thanks. It's been a minute. Make it perfect. Had a great time. Kevin James Thornton. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Had a blast.
Good. How do we get cringy right now? Did you have a good time in our show?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could hug.
Make it sensual. Oh yeah, and then
Make that noise. That's the worst when someone hugs you and they're like,
What does that mean exactly? You want to
Why did you
cut me up in a meat locker?
in my ear?
Make It Perfect Show, Gmail, Make It Perfect Show on Instagram. What's your TikTok stuff? Let's do that.
Kevin James Thornton. My website is Kevin James Thornton. I'm on Instagram as Kevin James Thornton. Just my name all over the place.
That's cool.
And you have anything coming up? Or
I have I'm doing I'm doing a little tour this fall and into early next year, but dates are getting added like right now. So there's only a couple on the calendar at the moment, but a month from now there'll be lots more on my website, Kevin James Thornton.
And that's like stand-up.
It's like a mix between storytelling and stand-up.
Yeah, cool. That seems like a lot of fun. Y'all should go buy some tickets. Hell
Yeah. We probably got to go. Thanks a lot. Had a good time. Peace. Out, homie. It's always interesting to plug in. Dicks, hearts,
boobs.
records,
Yeah.
titties,
Yeah.
Satan,
Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.